So that is plain and simple Python. Let us move further. We look at a collection in Python. We saw a string also. A string is treated as a collection of letters. We saw that. Now there is another collection, very interesting and very flexible and most popular collection, that is called list. List is the collection of items which can be string, which can be numbers, which can be floats. And the best part is that they all can be combined together in one list. So list is a heterogeneous collection of values. It is a data structure which can store at the same time some numbers, some floats, some strings. Let us have a look. A simple list looks like this. The value separated by comma, enclosed within square brackets. Within square brackets, if some comma separated values you find, you can figure that it is a list. And this entire thing is assigned into a variable runs made. This variable is no ordinary variable, it is a list. And list can be walked through, it can be browsed by for loop. Simply, for, you remember range function also gives you the list of numbers. Here is also a list of numbers. One by one the values from the list come into the runs variable and will be printed. Plain and simple. So here we are dealing with numbers. Some runs are there in the list. They are displayed. Now we are assuming that these runs are made by as many players. So if I am going to use len function will give me the number of items in the list. So here number of items is actually the number of players. 11 I suppose, and 11 players are there. Some of them have made 0 runs also. The first player I am assuming as the opener. Opener is accessed by index 0. So that means lists are also 0 based index accessible. Runs made 0 index means the first value, and so on. If I have total number of values minus 1, that will give me the last value. So len function is giving me the total number of values in the list. Minus 1 is the last index, plain and simple. Otherwise, I can use any index. Index 2 is the third value, index 5 is the sixth value, and like this. So 25 is the 0 index. 5 is this wala 5. Total value is minus 1. It is asking whose score. I want the score of the first player or second player. Let me see what it is. 25. How it is giving me 25? I have entered 1. That means somewhere it is decreased by 1. Yes. It is taken care of here. Whatever user is entering minus 1. If user is going to enter any negative value, it will be treated as first value. If user is going to enter any value which is more than 11, more than 12, it will be treated as 12. It will be set to 12 and taken care of here for the index, and the output is given. So don't be intimidated by the program here. You simply look at what is happening. List function will give you a blank list like this. If you say list function, it will give you a blank list. Here list function is taking a string. You see a string is completely there, and every letter will be split as the separate item of the list. So string will be separate items in the list. See here what is happening. I am creating a list score with just one value. Score is equal to square bracket 1 means just one value in the list, but something else is also happening. Here multiplication operator is working as recurring operator, or you can say repetition operator. How many times? 12 times. So this list will have 12 elements. Each element will have the value 1. So if you are going to initialize a list with similar values, this is the best way. If I'm going to initialize this value, this list with 0, and I want 12 elements in the list, or say 20 elements, I will make it like this. So I'm going to create a list score with 20 elements, all elements with the same value 0. Again, 12 elements, all elements with the value 0. Here multiplication is not happening. Here star is denoting repetition. Repeat. See here, this list is taking three types of values: a string, number, float. A string, number, float, another string, another number, another float, another string, and so on. I have just made it readable for you. Otherwise, it is a simple plain sequence separated by comma. I have taken a variable y initialized to 3 because in this list, every record has 3 fields. Anu's numbers are 8, Anu roll number 8, percentage 18 or something is there. Raj record, Atul's record, Monika's record, this is Jagjit's record, and so on. That's why I've taken a breakup of 3, just a variable 3, and I am skipping this list by 3. They all are total 45 values, so 0 to 45. I am skipping by 3, and see what I am doing. In weight sheet, I am saying x colon 3. Now, what is x colon 3? X, first of all, it will be 0. 3 means 0 to 3. 0 to 3. It will take out all the values from starting to the index 3 and will display them together. And then I will increase y by 3. So next time it will become 6. So this will become 0 to, this will become 1 to 6, 2 to 9, and so on. Let us play this. Let us run this. See, blank list is displayed. The string which we were storing in the list, it is split into single letters separated by comma. This list has 12 elements all initialized by same value. Here a list is displayed record wise, jumped by 3 values. This is the logic for jumping by 3 values. Colon is the keyword here. Colon is the backbone from 0 to 3. Next time it will be from 3 to 6, from 6 to 9, and so on. See, the skipping is happening by 3. X is also increasing by 3. 0, next time 3, next time 6, next time 9. Y is also increasing by 3. So this will also update. So the values are skipped. 0 to 3, 0, 1, 2, this is 3 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is 0, next. So increasing by 3, both the variables y and x are increasing by 3. And next set of values is displayed in from the list by the help of colon. Colon is the range operator here. You give the initial value and the ending value. Let us see some more example. Food list has some items here, names of the vegetables and some other things, masalas. Append function is appending another value into the list in the end. Garam masala will go in the very end after garlic. Append function can be passed another list. Here there is a single value, and here there is a nested list. It will be appended in the end. Here append is appending salt, turmeric. Let us see how it is working. This is the initial list. Garam masala is appended, but append function took a list. Salt and turmeric are separate lists. They are appended to this first list as a nested list. See, they have their own square brackets. So it is a nested list. Salt is a single item appended after the nested list. Again, turmeric is coming. So this is how you use append function to append single values or nested lists. See what is happening here. I'm putting blank in which position? -2. Now -2 is from right hand side. From right hand side, -2 will be the second last item till the end. Second last item till the end. What is the second last item? Salt is the second last item. See, salt and till the end means turmeric. Salt and turmeric both will be removed by blank. They both will be removed actually. Salt and turmeric will be removed. Why? Because -2 is the index of salt from right hand side, and after colon we have not given any value, that is till the end. So turmeric is also coming in range. So salt and turmeric are removed from the list from right hand side. Now when they are removed, last item remaining is salt, turmeric, the nested list. Remember, before that this was there. Now this has become the last item in the list. Last item in the list is index -1. -1 and colon nothing means this is also removed from the list. So this is how we are removing from the right hand side. The items are being removed. See, salt and turmeric are removed. Then this nested list salt turmeric together, this is also removed. -1 colon nothing. This is also removed. Nothing means till the end. Append function we have seen. Append function is appending the values in the end, appending the nested list also in the end. Extend function is different. Extend function is taking a list, but this list will not be appended. It will be extending the values. These values will be added one by one as independent values in the list. That's the difference between extend and append. If append was there, it will take it as a single item. A nested list will be appended. But extend is putting the values one by one. Insert function will insert a value at the given index. Capsicum will be the second item in the list at index 2 actually. Remove function will remove the given item name from the list, whatever first occurrence is found. If you see, onion has 2 occurrences. So let us run this. See, salt and turmeric. Did you notice here? Salt and turmeric are added as individual items because of extend. Capsicum is inserted at position 2, 0, 1, 2 because of insert function. Insert function took 2, capsicum. There were 2 occurrences of onion. Now only 1 is remaining. 1 onion, the first occurrence is removed. So this is a quick introduction to Python. All these codes, when you get them, you run them and you will be able to understand them better.